If you are a fan of auto racing, I've got just the song for you. This is the reason that I wrote my latest song, Checkered Flag. So ever since I was little, I was a huge fan of cars. I'm also a die-hard NASCAR fan. I watch a lot of F1 as well. A little bit of IndyCar. Like, I am really into cars and racing. That's one of my favorite things outside of music. I even have 2 other songs that are tied to cars and stuff. And so I'm making another one, but this time have it more tied to the legal side of racing. You know, last time I wrote a song that had racing involved. The Streets and Robbery Ignites, those were more with like street racing and stuff. And you know, I've had suggestions about writing a song that is more tied to the legal side of things, like make it more NASCAR themed, as they would say. But I also wanted to kind of keep it indirect enough to where fans of other motorsports can be into this as well. So I decided to try a different structure for this one, where we have like the intro and the drop and everything, and then I start singing in the midsection. Like, I know that's a structure that some other artists have tried as well. And I tried to write it in the imagery of like being on the last lap of the Daytona 500, or I guess not the last lap, but like an overtime finish. And I'm like 2 rows back from getting first place, and I'm doing everything I can to make up positions and get up to first before the checkered flag. And also, this track is gonna be drum and bass, so it's definitely something a little bit new. You know, I did make a drum and bass track back when I was just making music for fun and not really releasing it just yet. And it is definitely really hard, as they say. Like, it felt kind of weird to try to see what certain elements do and don't work. I even tried like starting by making the drum and bass pattern. But yeah, I think it worked out pretty well. Plus, I feel like the drum and bass goes pretty well with the songwriting topic like this. You know, racing, high speeds and stuff. Like, if you put a drum and bass track over an action scene like that, that would work pretty well. Of course, I also included a bunch of car samples involving like flybys. And to capture that feeling of race day, I also included crowd noises at the beginning, you know, them cheering. And I also included a whole bunch of startups and engine revving samples, just to kind of like let that be the start of the track. This track comes out December 8th. I can't wait to bring it to you guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and continue on with my NASCAR 25 career. Wish me luck.